Right. Hello everybody! Welcome back to another stream this week. Today we are playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is the soundtrack for the wrong game, but it kind of showed up while I was picking out, while I was setting up, and I was like, uh-oh, it's a little too late for me to be changing it, is it? So, we're just gonna roll with it. Alright. As for the rest of the week, so tomorrow, Wednesday, no streams. Thursday, Friday is going to be IDB and off. Without further ado, let's get started here. So let me do that. It's actually not giving me the option to shuffle or loop on Spotify, which is a bit odd. But let's head over here. I haven't even gone off of this game has an autosave feature yet. This is how you know that I'm kind of scrambling right now. Let's get started. Yeah, last we left off we talked with Kazuma, and now I have no clue what I am doing next. I know we have to talk to the one leader. Oh, we can't interact with his desk. Casks floor to ceiling, just like the last time we were here. Hollowed barrels, I suppose. They're arranged according to vintage, flavor, and region. Every week, they're all taken out and put back in order. What? Every week? Feels like that's a lot to take care of. Lord Van Zeeks can't seem to settle on the perfect way of arranging them, you see. Vintage, flavor, and region don't neatly coincide. That's the trouble. Gosh, being his apprentice must be a real challenge. Actually, no. Oh? He considers the task too important to entrust to anybody else, so he does it entirely on his own. So he's a barrel of laughs here and in court, then. He kept the bats. Oh. Oh! You disturbed the bats, did you? Fitting companions of Lord Van Zeeks, wouldn't you say? You're not disturbed by it? Actually, I've seen things flying in Lord Strongheart's office, too. Doves, I think. Perhaps you have to like birds to attain rank in the judiciary here. Although, bats aren't birds, of course. Well, they're flightful animals. How about a sparrow for you? Oh, that fits him! What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. Sorry. Just thinking out loud. Let's see. This is the crime scene. Yeah. What the? It's a scale model of the crime scene. Oh, yes, I realize that. Does the prosecution office make a model of the scene for every single case? Apparently so. Sometimes it helps to visualize things better and notice things you hadn't spotted before. Actually, the miniature notice board is my work. Be honest, you enjoyed making that. I bet he did. Seems awfully unnecessary. Hollow chalices. Lord Van Zeek's fine collection of hollow chalices and bottles, all neatly lined up. Yes, he's extremely particular about all that. He has a strict regimen for everything, from the storage of the casks to the bottling of their contents. Gosh, you must be having a really tough time of it being his apprentice. Actually, no. Oh? He's so particular about it all, he refuses to let anybody else touch any of it. So it's been quite easy for me, in fact. Talk about weird. Alright, that's Van Zeek's desk. There's Lord Van Zeek's incredibly stylish desk. It's not my style, though. No, I notice you've been working at the little table on the floor, kneeling down Seiza style. Oh, they do make mention of it. I thought it was some kind of punishment set up by Lord Van Zeeks when I first saw it. I find it the most comfortable way to work. I can't do it. After a couple of minutes sitting with my legs folded under me, they start to grow tingly. Don't exaggerate, Ryunosuke. We both know you can't even manage a minute. Oh, Kazuma! Okay, let me take a look here. Misogi papers, identification, photograph of the victim. Yeah, we've seen this. Venus crackers, notice board, crime scene floor, autopsy report, candelabrum, revolver, dismissal notice, Mr. Vigil. So I know we have to talk to the coroner lady. But how do we get there? Yeah, we haven't asked everything we needed to here. So we have to do something here. Do I have to present him something? Because I've exhausted all this stuff. I assume I have to present him something. If I had to guess, probably like the autopsy report, right? If we're trying to get to see the coroner. So I know we were like, oh, we gotta talk to her. I assume so. This came up in the trial, didn't it? As something a little dubious, I mean. The fact that no time of death was recorded on Inspector Gregson's autopsy report. Yes, there were some unexpected turns in the courtroom earlier. The suggestion you came up with certainly took everyone by surprise. The idea that the victim died the previous day at some other location is quite something. Well, considering when the pocket watch had stopped and the scorch marks on the candle, it's certainly a distinct possibility. The evidence and the scene both point to it. To be honest, it bothered me too. So I paid a visit to the autopsy room earlier. The coroner responsible wasn't there, but I got a name. It's Dr. Gori. If it wouldn't trouble you, Kazuma-sama, we'd very much like to speak with the coroner too. Oh, of course. The last thing I want is for anything to be brushed under the carpet. Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory is behind Lowgate Cemetery. Lowgate by Barclay Prison, you mean? Ah, you know it, do you? Well, yeah, we had a whole case tied to it, buddy. The prison where my father was incarcerated and robbed of his life. Kazuma-sama. Well, thank you. We'll pay a visit to the laboratory later today. Oh, that's it! That's what we needed to do! I thought, I probably should have presented him the Usogi papers. He probably wanted to know, question mark. Yunosuke, I want to thank you. What for? Oh, his katana. For this. Oh, his theme! Oh, I know this has been my reaction to it every time, but, like, come on. We haven't heard this since he died in the first game. You safeguarded the soul of the Usogi clan. Well, it is a famous sword that's been in your family for generations. My only slight regret is that I never got the chance to draw it before I returned it to you. Karuma is said to have been forged by a master swordsmith during the Sengoku Warring States period. I come from a long lineage of warriors, many of whom were expert swordsmen. Well then, you're a chip off the old block, I'd say. Huh? This blade, Karuma, is the symbol of the Usogi clan's honor and might. Apparently, one of my father's apprentices even took the blade's name for a surname. Really? Karuma. It does sound formidable, that's for sure. 16 years ago, when my father was a visiting student here in London, he had this sword forever at his side, which is why it means so much to me that I have it by my side again now too. Oh, look at him! And that is all thanks to you. It was an honor. Now, I have preparations to make for tomorrow. Perhaps I said a little too much. Oh, you could have said more! Kazuma, you've changed. No, Ryunosuke. I haven't changed at all. It's you who's changed. Oh, ominous foreboding music! Why? I can completely understand your resentment of Lord Van Zeeks given what happened. But the fact is, those events in this case are, well, unrelated, is what you want to say? How can you be so sure? What do you mean? Never mind. That man is the Reaper, and it's for that reason that the inspector was killed. I'm going to prove as much in court tomorrow. By whatever means necessary. I can't let you do that, Kazuma. Yeah, you guys are gonna be duking it out with words. I know you'll do what you have to as a lawyer, but I'm sure I don't need to tell you that I won't be taking any prisoners in the courtroom. Oh, this is the foreboding version of his theme, yeah. I would expect nothing less. Until tomorrow, then, in the Old Bailey. Well, yeah, he can't go anywhere else, so he's kind of stuck looking here. Can I talk to you? Oh. Okay, I cannot. Do I move? Oh, new location! I never imagined it possible. Yeah, we haven't visited here in a long while. 2nd November, Forensics Laboratory. Oh, it's filled with plushies now! This place really is creepy, isn't it?
Well, being a dead room, it's probably full of the spirits of the dissected.
But actually, there's a rather pleasant scent of roses in the air.
Well, being a dead room, the coroner probably needs a bold scent like that to mask the odor of the death.
Iris? Do you think we could change the subject? Oh. Oh. Oh, ominous! What was that? It's getting closer! It's getting louder! Oh, never mind. Hi, buddy! Dr. Gory? Oh, look at you! What? That noise before.
I was sharpening my tools. I'd be dead meat if I didn't keep a perfectly keen edge on them.
Right.
When following the collagen fibers in the dermis, an expertly sharpened scalpel cuts like cheese. Would you like a demonstration? Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see.
Well, do you have a body on hand? I'd rather not be one of them.
Then, I think you'll do nicely.
Huh? No, I wouldn't do nicely at all. I mean, maybe some other time. Was that a tut? Well, we came here to ask questions, so... Oh! Alright, let's talk. Time of death. We have actually met before. I'm a lawyer, if you remember.
You're not dead yet.
What? So Mama said I wasn't to cut you open. She's so strict about things like that. Well, good. Dr. Sith has some scruples at least.
Oh dear. Looks like she's not interested in talking to us, for the time being anyway.
For the time being? You mean until we die? I hope that's a way off. Oh! Freaky. Sorry, but I wasn't planning on dying anytime soon.
Tuh.
Surely there's some less drastic way of making her listen. Oh. Okay, if we probably just have to give it to her, right? Just show it to her and be like, hey, what's up with this? Dr. Gory, we actually came here to ask you about this.
He was very good.
Good? Sorry?
His skin didn't snag my blade once, and very little mess. His joints dislocated easily, and his muscle tissue was a pleasure to work with.
We can skip those details. But there is one thing about the report that's caught my attention. You don't seem to have recorded a time of death. Oh, uh-oh! Oh, you're so cute! Oh, baby girl, baby! Wait, you're so pretty!
That's not my fault!
Oh, that made me jump.
Then please, tell us what happened.
Oh, cutie! Oh. So, why doesn't this autopsy report include the victim's time of death then? It's really the most crucial detail. Oh, back on.
I was told not to write it.
What? By whom?
Will Strongheart, the Lord Chief Justice, he came here.
Lord Strongheart came?
He said that from the witness statements about the gunshot and other evidence, it was obvious. The man clearly died at 5 p.m. on 1st November, when the gunshot was heard.
But that's not the time of death you wrote on the report. You didn't write anything. Was there some reason you didn't include it? Ooh. Dr. Gory, if you're hiding something under Lord Strongheart's instructions, then sooner or later, you're going to go the same way as your mother.
Give it here, then.
Oh, that was quick! What's she scribbling so furiously?
There.
You've written...
What? What? What she's written? Tell us!
Indeterminate.
But...
Oh, the details of the autopsy report have been updated in the court record. Indeterminate. What do you mean by that? Why was the time of death indeterminate?
When the specimen was brought in, it was still fresh. So the time of death could easily have coincided with when the gunshot was heard. But there was one small discrepancy.
What discrepancy?
There was some fried fish in the pocket of the specimen's overcoat. And that fish had started to rot.
What?
If the victim liked fried fish, he presumably liked to eat it before it went off.
Well, yes. What are you really trying to say?
It's possible that someone tried to manipulate the apparent time of death.
Manipulate the... Is that even possible to do?
Theoretically, if you were to chill the body in ice, you could delay the onset of putrefaction. And if the overcoat wasn't on the body at the time,
then only the fish would have started to rot.
With today's science, it's not yet possible to determine if the body was chilled or not.
But today's science is advanced enough to let you freeze a corpse, it seems.
But surely,
to chill a corpse like that would require an enormous electrical refrigerator. And I don't imagine many households in London are equipped with such a device.
No, definitely not. But maybe in a factory? Or some other special places.
Oh, mysterious! I don't recall seeing any factories or such like on Fresno Street, though. I wonder if the inspector's body had been chilled somehow. What might the actual time of death have been?
I couldn't say for sure. But at the most, it might have been a day earlier.
No! In other words, it would corroborate your previous deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. That Inspector Gregson was killed the day before his body was discovered, at a different location. Ooh, the plot thickens. Did you inform Lord Strongheart of this possibility?
He simply said that there were no electrical refrigerators of that size in the vicinity.
Oh. Oh yes, one other thing. It's something the governor of Barclay Prison told us. He said that your mother, Dr. Sith, was responsible for confirming the death of the professor after his execution. Oh!
The professor.
Apparently, you always enjoyed listening to your mother's stories about her work, so we were wondering if you might know something about what happened 10 years ago.
That's not all Mama did.
Sorry?
My mama carried out the autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks as well.
What? Really? The brother of Lord Van Zeeks. The professor's final victim. Ooh.
The idea of carrying out an autopsy on the member of the aristocracy was completely unthinkable back then. But the detective in charge of the investigation insisted, and it was miraculously authorized.
That detective being Inspector Gregson, of course. Quite an accomplishment for one man.
An autopsy provided the vital clue needed to arrest the killer. And Mama was there for that historic event.
What does that all mean?
You know, that amazing autopsy happened right here in this very room. The professor and Clint Van Zeeks. They both spent their final moments before their burial on that dissection table there. So this lab, Mama's lab, was instrumental in some of the country's most important events.
She really is proud of her mother. I wonder if you tell us more about exactly what happened back then, Dr. Gory. Oh! Oh! Confirmation of death.
The professor's execution was Mama's first big case. She had to be in attendance at Barclay Prison's execution chamber and sign the certificate to confirm the convict's death. Mama is the best coroner in the world, you know. I was so proud of her.
The execution didn't actually take place.
No, and worse still, Mama actually helped with the jailbreak. I didn't want to know.
Oh!
Oh dear, you found out recently, you mean? I believed in her, in Mama, but now I wonder if I'm starting down the same path as her.
You mean because you omitted the time of death on this autopsy report? But that's because Lord Strongheart forbade you from including it. Oh,
just like Mama. I'm sure she was coerced by somebody, too.
Oh, yes, that's my feeling as well.
There's no doubt that there were powerful forces at play 10 years ago. The execution couldn't have been staged without a lot of people at the prison knowing about it. Obviously, the prison governor must have been on it as well. The big man with the little handcuffs? According to what he told us, he was tricked by the chief warder. He says he knew nothing about it.
Yeah, there's a couple missing pieces here.
Of course he said that. I'd say the same thing.
Just who was behind that jailbreak all those years ago? So we're learning that it has to have been someone in such high power that they can just go up to people and say, hey, can you lie about this real quick? And I'm starting to be quite suspicious of Strongheart here. Clint's autopsy. You mentioned the autopsy of Clint Van Zieks.
It was at a time when carrying out autopsies of murder victims was very unusual.
Unusual how? It's still not a practice that's observed in our country, even now.
It turned out that he was the professor's final victim, and when the autopsy was performed, Mama was present, although only as the secondary assistant. The person leading the procedure was called Dr. John H. Wilson.
Oh,
that's right, my daddy!
And there was one other person present, the primary assistant. He was a visiting student from the Far East. Oh! Wait, a visiting student? It must have been my father, Yujin Mikotoba. I had no idea Professor Mikotoba had been involved in something so important.
But the outcome of that historic autopsy was the discovery of a vital piece of evidence that led to the capture of the professor.
Oh, she looks cute! So that's how they came to identify Genshi Osogen as the infamous mass murderer. Do you happen to know anything about that piece of evidence? Can you tell us any more?
Would you like to see the records for yourself?
Oh shit, you just have those on you? Would that be alright?
What's the point of keeping records if people can't look at them? They're filed under V at the back of those cupboards, with the other records from the last decade.
Thank you! Let's see... Van Zieks. That's strange. What? Mr. Naruhodo? They aren't here. There's nothing other Van Zieks.
There must be!
Perhaps somebody took them away? No one's allowed to take documents related to the professor case out of this room.
But you're right. They're gone!
Oh, someone took it under her nose! Well, when was the last time somebody looked at them? Do you remember?
It was... Oh yes, I remember now. It was 2 years ago. A consulting detective came one day saying that he'd like to see the records.
No, you don't mean... Sholmes took it? For why?
Herlock Sholmes was his name.
Deep down, I knew that was coming.
Do you think he stole the records?
Oh no, surely not. Iris, that can't be right, can it? Uh-oh, Iris, do you know something? Iris? Uh-oh, Iris.
Runo. I hope you don't mind, but
What is it, Iris?
I've just remembered something very important I have to do. I'm going to have to leave you now.
Oh, this is very sudden, Iris. Well, yeah, I'd be concerned too if I learned that Herlock Sholmes took something, did something illegal like this. Well, we'll come with you then.
Oh, no, there's no need. You and Runo can take your time here. Bye for now then. Good luck.
Suspicious. Wait a minute, little girl.
Me?
I remember now. You've been here before, haven't you?
Oh, Iris!
Have you, Iris? Yes, 2 years ago, when that detective came. You were with him, weren't you? You were a living specimen then, too. That's the way it usually works, yes.
Was I? I really don't remember. Anyway, sorry, but I must dash.
Oh, off she goes. Wait, Iris.
I'll brew up a pot for you when you get home.
Off she goes. What's the matter with her? She's behaving really strangely all of a sudden. Well, yeah, well, you mentioned who took the records. Well, in that case, we won't keep you any longer either.
It's been quite a while since I've had any visitors. This was really fun. The next time you come, I'd prefer it if you were ready for dissection.
I can't make any promises, sorry. Oh, I like her! She's so cute! It's a bit strange that the records of Clint Van Zeek's autopsy have disappeared. But I think we've asked all we came to ask now. Oh, she's at her desk! Let's have a closer look at this. Oh. Then again, let's not. At least not while she's armed. Oh, she's cute! I like her. We've known her for like 20 minutes, but she's so good. It feels colder down here. Where do we go? Mikotoba? That is a strange thing to say. Oh, there's a chest over there. Room on Fresno Street. The police are still busily investigating in here then. There's a new case. But Gina's nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Yes, it has been blissfully quiet, hasn't it? Perhaps she's out investigating on her own, practicing what her boss told her. Well, I expect she'll be back before too long. Shall we? Shall we wait? Actually, there's a suspicious case down there that's new. There's something different about this room since the last time we were here, isn't there? They could always use the time to investigate more thoroughly. Are these guys still distraught? I'm getting exclamation points. I assume they are. Excuse me. Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir. Poor man. He can't possibly. Okay, yeah, they're all still a little upset. This little trunk wasn't here before, was it? Oh, it appears to be made of metal. It must be very heavy. I wonder to whom it belongs. Can we open it? There are some initials on the outside. Look! TG. Oh, Tobias Gregson. Let's ask for one of the policemen if they know how it came to be here. Oi! What do you think you're doing? Oh, Gina! That's my trunk, that is! Hands off!
Gina!
Where were you hiding? I don't know. You'll leave something unattended for a few seconds and Tom, Dick, and Harry's got his greedy eyes on it. Just a wild guess, Gina, but... What? Spit it out, Odo. Is it fair to say that you've only owned that trunk since this morning's trial? What? What are you trying to say? Come on, this trunk goes with me everywhere, as always. Always has. Where have you been the last year? At Ch4's place? Trying not to incur your wrath, mainly. Alright, let's talk with you! Hi, buddy, your boss. You should hear them talking at the yard now. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're saying that it was the boss who killed them all, them boldgers. You mean the whole Reaper thing? Yeah. Apparently, the boss was investigating stuff that no one else at the yard knew nothing about. Stuff to do with all them criminals what go off scot-free. Yes, the ones prosecuted by Lord Van Zieks who used bribery and corruption to evade conviction. Well, then obviously it was that bloomin' Reaper giving the orders, weren't it? But why would people be suspecting Inspector Gregson of being involved in the killings? There's a note block in his office. Oh no. This doesn't sound good. Yeah, it doesn't. It had details about all the crimes that have been pegged as the Reaper's work. What? No. Did you see it, Gina? Did you see that notebook? It wouldn't flamin' let me! Cause I'm just an apprentice, apparently. But it was me who found it. And he was my boss. That's right. Yeah, she should have been able to see it. I was pretty miffed about it, so I sneaked a peek at what it said anyway. Oh, as you should. That's our Gina. Yeah, secret notebook. What'd it say? So, you managed to see what was written in Gregson's secret notebook anyway, did you? Way I see it, it's my right to read what he wrote. Hell yeah! And what had he written, Gina? Dates, times, places, names, and an old long list of them. All details about the boldgers supposed to have been done in by the Reaper. But could there have been there could have been an explanation for that. Perhaps it was a record of the Inspector's investigations into the Reaper's activities. Exactly! That's what I said! That's the first thing you'd think, right? As it happened, it was full of names I recognized anyway. Well, the Reaper's targets were almost exclusively known leaders of London's criminal underworld. Well, yeah, but there was one name right at the end that was a bit odd. At the end of the list, you mean? I'm pretty sure the date against it was 31st October. Oh, the day before the Inspector was found dead. So, what was the odd name? It weren't like a name I've seen before. It was something like, Nah, it's no good. I can't remember it. I don't think it was an English name. Put it that way. Oh! Oh dear. What a pity. There was something else too. I don't know if it matters, but the same name kept coming up over and over. Oh! Uh-oh. Shin, it was. Don't suppose it means anything, but... Oh, it means a lot, Gina. Yeah, it means quite a bit. Did you say Shin? Eh? What? Does it mean something? Yeah, it does. Lord Van Zieks knew the name too. He mentioned her as well. The woman who actually did the deeds. And now, we find out her name appeared in Gregson's secret notebook. Oh, we're not telling her? We haven't seen you for a little while, have we, Gina? We saw you yesterday. Well, of course not. I've been busy, ain't I? Investigating that. The lads at the yard are trying to trace the boss's movements the day before it happened. The day before? That would be the undercover investigation into the Red-Headed League, then. Only the boss didn't go, did he? You found some cove what was pretending to be him, didn't you, Odo? Yeah, we did! Daily Vigil! Yes, it was Mr. Vigil who actually went to the park on Lime Street that day, posing as Gregson. But, well, anyway, you ain't the only one turning stuff up. I got me own ways of getting results. Oh, Toby! When me and my partner get together, there's nothing we can't track down. Oh, little Toby! He's such a faithful friend. Little Toby! So, have you tracked anything down then? What do you think, huh? Of course we have! Can't tell you though. Police business, innit? Oh, buddy! Ugh.
Anyway, the point is, if you lot ever need any help, you know who to turn to, right? Me and the Hellhound here.
Right. Because he looks oh so hellish, honest. Little buddy! The Hellhound! Gina, about your Hellhound there.
Chief Inspector Toby, you mean? He's the pride of the force, he is.
In Japanese, police talk means something quite different, and not altogether nice to those involved in crime. But here in Britain, it's a wonderful compliment, it seems. For a canine, at least. It should be. After all, in the great exhibition case the other day, it was Toby here who managed to locate Drebber's workshop.
Maybe it's time for another demonstration of what the super dog can do, eh?
Do we have something the Chief Inspector could catch the scent of, I wonder? Oh, shit, I was not prepared. Well, it'd be one of Gregson's items so that we could tell where he went. Probably because he didn't have his identification on him at all. So it'd probably be his pocket watch, right? Because it's broken.
Take that!
Well, Chief Inspector Toby, if you wouldn't mind having a sniff of this. Oh, look at him go! Look at the little guy! He might be a little too keen, don't you think? The Chief Inspector made short work of Gina there. Oh, buddy! Look what he's gone to do! Oh my, that trunk clearly still has a very strong scent of Inspector Gregson. In other words, it must have belonged to him. Oh. Oh, alright, it's a fair cop, I suppose. And you nearly got away with it, too. You'll always talk so proudly of Chief Inspector Toby's nose and what it can achieve. Did it not cross your mind that he might identify something that was right next to us?
Yeah,
that was a bit of a blooper, weren't it? That's enough now then, Gina. Eh? I think it's time you told us the truth about that trunk. She's so cute. I love Gina. The metal trunk. Yeah, let us have a look.
It weren't like that. It just weren't.
What were you talking about? I know what's going through that head of yours, but that ain't what happened. All right then. What did happen? Well, like I said before, we were trying to trace the boss's movements. So I let Toby here have a whiff of the boss's overcoat. And as soon as I done that,
he went off like a shot.
Straight to that sandwich. To a sandwich? Oh, no. The one dude who was like, during the trial, Beepo, the coach guy. To a sandwich? Not to a bag of chips? Mr. Naruhodo, I believe Gina means the witness. Yeah, this guy. Oh, I forgot about that sandwich.
Yeah, he had it in between them wooden boards of his. The boss's trunk.
You mean when they heard the sound like a gunshot and all piled in here?
Exactly! He nabbed it from the scene!
Why? Goodness.
Me and the Chief Inspector gave that sandwich a good grilling, and you know what he said?
Finders keepers. I thought it might fetch a good price, and the chap wouldn't be needing it anymore, so... well, that's all I did. Nothing more. Nothing...
Would you Adam and Eve the cheek of it, huh? Sealing the boss's stuff to flog.
So Miss Venus wasn't the only one to meddle with the scene of the crime, then.
How could they? So anyway, that's how it happened. And it's a pretty decent trunk, so I figured I might as well make use of it.
Is there something wrong with that, eh? Well, it belonged to your superior. I feel like it's only right that you have it. Maybe you and Mr. Sandwich should try to find the answer to that question together. Oh. I think perhaps that trunk should be turned over to the police, don't you? What are you on about? I am the police! Gina, if you wouldn't mind, could we maybe examine it? Yeah, alright then. Do what you want with it. Thank you. We shall make a detailed record of our examination of the evidence. Rexon's trunk has been entered into the court record. Alright, let me at it! Let me at it! Let me at it! Oh! Right here! Look at this dark stain here. Do you think? Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood. Ugh, I knew you were going to say that. So that presumably means that this was present at the scene when Inspector Gregson was killed. It's the most logical conclusion, yes. Do you think Jean has been carrying this around with her? If you didn't know any better, I suppose it does look like a grease stain from all the fish and chips. Okay. Oh, that's not important enough to be logged. Okay, let's see what's on the outside. There's this gash here. Have you seen this huge gash across the side of the trunk here? It's gone right through the leather and into the metal behind. Gosh, for a metal chest like this to have been so badly damaged. Whatever made the gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force. Is that a bot? Goodbye, bot. No more of you here. I wonder how it happened. Oh, that's not important to log either. Nothing else back here. Let's open this bad boy. Let's have a look inside. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Look, there's something inside. Ooh, let's see. It appears to be a passport, authorizing him to travel overseas. Was Inspector Gregson about to go on a trip abroad then? Well, no, yeah, he was being transferred to Paris. Perhaps the date of departure may tell us something. That was... Oh! What is it? It was for travel on 31st October, just one day before the incident. What? Really? Oh, the passport has been entered into the court record, issued to travel for France. Gregson went to France the day before his body was discovered. Is there anything else I can grab? There's like stuff up here. Is that it? Okay. Do you see that? There's something stuck on the side of the trunk there. Oh! It's glinting. It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged so tightly I can't remove it. Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think. Oh! That doesn't... Okay. It's just important to note then. He has a couple bottles here. This is probably his travel case, wasn't it? I don't think there's anything else I can examine of this. Okay. What's the matter with Toby? Why is he acting so aggressively towards me all of a sudden? Mr. Naruhodo, be careful! It must be the trunk! Oh! 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 Attack! Dog surprise! Uh-oh! Toby! What? What are you doing? You're gonna lick his face off! Mr. Naruhodo! Mr. Naruhodo! Gina, quickly! Hail a carriage! It's November 4:57. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. What happened? We just got attacked. Yeah, we woke up. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, are you all right? Mr. Sato. Oh, hi, Sholmes. Conscious again at last. A blessed relief, my dear fellow. After all, to drop dead after a moderate licking by a small terrier. Most unseemly. What is or isn't seemly is irrelevant here, Mr. Sholmes. I love Sholmes' animations.
I'm so glad there's no lasting damage. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you bring me back here? What's this on my head? A bandage? Oh, we got knocked backwards. Sadly, we had no ice, so that's a compress of sugar water. Sugar water?
Don't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a first aid treatment that my father taught me.
Oh, thank you. Aww. So, let us take tea when you're feeling up for it. But of course, no sugar in the patient's cup. Ugh. The bump of my head is throbbing sweetly enough, don't worry.
Whenever you feel ready, then.
Oh! Yeah, let's talk. What to do?
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
It's rather unusual to find ourselves here in the middle of our investigations. It's just occurred to me that I might have forgotten something when we left this morning.
Please don't worry. As long as you continue to investigate thoroughly, you won't go far wrong.
Oh, yes, of course. I must get back to work as soon as possible. Okay, that's it. Hi, Sholmes. What's up?
Thank you for your concern, Mr. Sholmes.
My dear fellow, think nothing of it. I must say I was quite startled when I heard that you've been attacked by a dog. For a moment, I feared that infamous murderer of so many had come back from the dead.
You mean the professor?
Fortunately, I see your prized throat is unscathed. That stiff, turned-up collar of yours obviously afforded some welcome protection.
Was I that close to death?
It makes it sound like we were, like, horribly attacked. All I really remember is the dog licking my face over and over again. Well, if you wish to avoid such troubles in future, a little mustard spread on the cheek should do the trick. I should think that would balance the sweetness of your bandage rather splendidly. Alright. Oh, whoops. I wanted to go to the right here. This is Sato's desk, and this is my desk, ever so precariously designed here. You see? I've been keeping my desk beautifully covered in papers as always.
You really must tidy it all up, Mr. Naruhodo. No more excuses.
But Miss Osato, the way I see it, all these papers building up on my desk like this are a reminder of my wonderfully diverse daily life. I like to leave them as they are so I never forget how lucky I am to have such varied experiences. In that case, you should definitely have a thorough tidy. Then you'll be able to see your papers building up all over again and feel that you're renewed. Still can't beat her in an argument, even though I'm the lawyer here. Well, she's your assistant. She's learned a thing or two. Look at her desk, it's so clean.
My desk is just as it was before I left.
Sumi ink and a calligraphy brush, even though we're in England now. That strikes me as typically you, Mrs. Sato, and not typically you at the same time. Well, I do enjoy all the wonderful new things to come out of the West and the Cultural Revolution, of course. But I'm not ready to give up my brush just yet. Anyway, Susato-fans can write more neatly with a brush than most people can with a pen. Practice makes perfect, as they say. Aww. Right, that's Susato's room. And the tea set. Whenever you serve me tea, it always takes me back to Japan. I know you're not particularly fond of the bitter taste, are you? So I do always try to pick out less bitter matcha for you. She does often serve up an unusually mellow blend, it's true. But the anticipation of the taste in my mouth makes me bitterly worried anyway. It's very difficult for you, isn't it? Aww. It just feels nice to be back here. Alright, let's move then. Sholmes is sweet.
Mit dem Schwarzbiergebot brodelt wie ein Feuerberg.
Huh? Huh? What happened? Huh? This is incredibly ominous.
Hat wie ein Diamant, den Zahnen
What on earth is going on in here? Am I having a bad dream? Yeah, me too, Ryunosuke. Ah, no. It's an old German folk song. A rather fine rendition, I think. That's the least of my concerns. Iris? Oh, Iris! Iris? What's the matter? Oh, Iris! Who is that that relaxed gentleman over there? Is that Mikotoba? What happened? Oh! Iris? Is she even listening? Excuse me, sir? I do apologize for troubling you while you're singing so merrily, but would you be kind enough to explain the situation? No, he's not the one singing. Well, that worked. A crooning gentleman and a mute young girl. A rather tantalizing juxtaposition. And one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction within me to find their voices too. Oh, it's time! We haven't done one of these in a couple of chapters. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean? The strains of reasoning within me are playing now as a delightful duet. One melody sings of a reunion of past nostalgia. Oh! Whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying desperately to conceal. Iris. Oh, Iris! She's turned white as a sheet. So as usual, you've instantly seen to the very heart of the matter. And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale. So then, to Music Land, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony. Pray, do enjoy Herlock Sholmes' latest logic and reasoning spectacular. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me drink some water here. Alright. There we go. Alright, what you got for us? Man's identity. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp for the English language. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all, and in such apparently high spirits? He's not singing, it's the gramophone! The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we only need to follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this mystery. Do you have something in your mouth? The reason for this man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made this man's spirits sour, and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may join the fellow in his state of elation. Now on to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of this set? She's hiding something in her mouth. Oh, as it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged in my services in solving a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have provided problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived in my office in a mask. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigmund von Orstein, the King of Germany. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to the King of Germany. No, it doesn't, Sholmes. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? So the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany! That sounds incredibly incorrect! Indeed, his son is in London as well, currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. The King of Germany. Yeah, no, that's not quite right. The girl's silence. You've got something hidden in your mouth. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. A 5-pound hole, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness, earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret. And now, the final piece of the puzzle. What is the secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Ah, yes. We only need to follow that brief involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You are attempting to abscond with that coffee cup! Ah, no, incorrect! My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that His high-spirited highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you tried to conceal it from me! I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement. Sure, buddy. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle. Buddy, I think you're a little off course here. With your silence as well, the fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ears, does it not? Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me. Pray, Mr. Zato, do tell. His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived. Yeah, he's dead asleep. Ah. And you haven't said a word either, Iris. If Mr. Sholmes says it all right, you might as well own up to it by now. You're hiding something in your mouth, aren't you? Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit. And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes. Yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo? Surely not. Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were just describing. And according to that at least, it wasn't the King of Germany. It was the King of Bohemia. Goodness, was it? Oh, yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz, the prince, testified to that in court. Yeah, it was the little guy, right? Yeah, it was the little boy in the air balloon. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. I would ask you to keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal. I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that it's our turn now to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that may have slipped in. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. Although it's clear that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene. But one truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is no more. So, shall we embark again? On a joint presentation of Sherlock Holmes' logic and reasoning spectacular? Ooh. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes! Man's identity! Alright. I don't need to read through this. We've seen it already. Not equally use German. Nope, not at all. To understand when asked to desist. Nope. That's the first wrong thing. It's the gramophone. Okay, so what? It's a mix of herbs that gives you the urge to sing? Goodness, I should like to try some. And I'd like to hear your singing, but this man doesn't look quite awake. Just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune, do you suppose? As I said, he's been stock still the entire time, and if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either. Ah. So I'm not sure what he's actually what's actually responsible for the spirited singing. But I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze. Alright, it's... There oh! I have to... Oh, that's odd. Here we go, gramophone.
Take that!
There we go. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the gramophone. Indeed, for no well-bred gentleman would break into obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, he's out cold. It would appear that the fellow is unconscious. Oh, Iris. Ah, the music seems to have stopped now. I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? Why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish? Yeah, how should I know? Why did you buy it? Well, never mind. On with the deduction. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of this set? Has that happened? Okay, a number of years ago now. Certain gentleman. An origin. Read the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that may have provided some problematic. He also arrived at my office in a mask. Gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gostres Sigmund von... incorrect. King of Germany. Memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. As there's question, that mask belongs to the King of Germany. No, it does not! Although we've already established that it was actually the King of Bohemia, it seems Mr. Sholmes intends to persist with his Germany theory for some reason. Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he? Mr. Gotts? The boy whom you had in tears? Don't remind me, or anyone else. Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks? I'm sure they do. Well, probably anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king. No, that's right, as we will know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask. Yes, we can! Oh! Just like this. Belongs to Cosmo.
Take that!
Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to Kazuma Asogi. In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable. Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been languishing on this metal chest for several days, though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now. But it is now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. Simply take it off. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift the mask and peer beneath it. Yeah, it's Mikotoba, isn't it? I don't believe it. Ah! Father! Iris! I'm afraid, Mr. Zato, you must be No! I think not, Mr. Sholmes! Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor... is my unconscious father, Yujin Mikotoba. Oh, Iris! What did you do? Logic and reasoning? Or just looking and saying? Yujin Mikotoba passed out on the seat. What did you do? Okay, hide the coffee cup. Nope. Which leaves us one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. Alright, this is the same. Okay, unable to hide the truth. Muteness, keels in the knapsack. No, it is not. So that's a 5-pound note poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it? Oh, it's here. I can't be sure. Most money that we encounter is in coin form. I know. I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Britain at all, have we? But anyway, Father would never have paid money for Iris's silence. It certainly seems like the silent time himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason for Iris to silence him. I really think she's hiding something in her mouth. Perhaps what Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different. What is Iris really looking at? Oh, the chest? The chest, right? Because I can't grab anything else, I don't think. Yeah, I can't point at anything else. I have to assume it's the chest.
Take that!
Take that! Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest. An excellent observation. For upon closer inspection, there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's slightly open. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Oh, Iris. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. But it's as simple a matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I merely need to open this chest. Oh, this is weirdly animated. Here we go.
No! Hurley, don't!
What did you do? Oh, just like Mikotoba. Mr. Sholmes! Really? Oh, I have to assume the same thing happened with Mikotoba. He's dead.
Never! Oh, Hurley, I told you not to open it!
Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is... Oh, well, this is somewhat different from the usual dance of deduction you perform with Sholmes, isn't it? Well, yeah, because the man is passed out right now. Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm going to have to dance with this next part solo. And anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this, for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so... You mean you don't actually know the answer yet? Despite that knowing point to the finger before. Well, yeah, sometimes you gotta lead with it. Mr. Zato, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Yeah, true! I do that too! Oh, well, if you say so. I think we'd better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then. Oh, I can move freely now. I do see that there's a key back here. Right here.
Take that!
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that key behind your back. Ah! When Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before... Oh! Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. Yeah, oh, she did hold it! She did have it in her mouth! That something is the key now in your hands. No doubt the key to the chest.
You're so You're so clever, Runo!
So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, we can well imagine what happened here.
But
Professor Mikotoba also opened that metal chest only to be punched into the air and land sprawled on the set.
But wait, that doesn't explain all the facts. What about the styler's scarf and the cup of tea? And above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask?
I think Iris was trying to cover it up. Well, for those curious details, I can only think of one explanation. Clearly an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris? Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikotoba opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited him inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. And the teacup's journey through the air ended with it caught on the unconscious professor's finger. You mean to say that the styler's scarf? Yeah, it's the tablecloth. It's actually just a tablecloth. This is the great detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions. Solo by himself! Oh, Mikotoba! Would you expect anything less? Oh.
Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Runo!
Let's conclude Ryunosuke's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. Oh, we didn't get our...
So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for us all?
Oh, it's not over yet, though.
Objection!
Oh, shit!
An admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo. But in the final act of the show there, you rather missed everything of importance. Mr. Sholmes, if you would cast your mind back to my earlier deduction... Oh! There you're hiding a great secret.
Oh.
She is, from the look on her face. Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is, the cat isn't out of the bag yet. So I put it to you again. You're attempting to abscond. Nope. Incorrect. It really is a shame about Mr. Sholmes' cup. Must have been smashed when Professor Mikotoba opened the chest. Oh dear, so many things seem to have been broken here. But now that the deduction has taken a different direction, Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore. In other words, her great secret is something else. Let's pull our observation skills to work here one final time then. Alright, what is she trying to abscond with? Oh, underneath! Here! Case file!
Take that!
Ba-ba-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Ooh! You were attempting to abscond with that case file. Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective.
Oh no!
We visited Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today. Oh, very gory! And Dr. Gorey informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zeeks had gone missing. Clint Van Zeeks? Yes, I do seem to recall. That some years ago I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris? Oh, did she take it, not Sholmes? You mean it was you, Iris? So those papers you have there are...
I'm sorry. Oh, Iris! Forgive me!
Oh, Iris! Oh, she took them! To hide the case file. Oh, I have expected Sholmes to have been the one who took them. Okay, deduction complete. Elementary. In truth, I would like to have thought I could predicted the booby-trapped chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective Herlock Sholmes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hurley.
So you mean, this autopsy report really is...
Yes, I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important.
Well, why did you? Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris?
Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it,
It's her dad.
I knew it was Daddy's.
The writing? Your father's writing. What do you really mean? Oh, Iris? It must be something that's hard for her to talk about. Alright, Sholmes. Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows. Mr. Sholmes, what is it? Oh. I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the set has been somewhat forgotten.
Ah! Father!
Oh, yeah, whoops. Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere more peaceful than the rest. Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? Would you be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel. Oh, yes, of course. I'll help you carry him up. So will I. Is he no, not misdirecting. Is he obfuscating here? Is he trying to hide? Is he trying to hide the case file? We won't want Iris's Brutus do. Oh, and they're gone. I feel like he just misdirected us somehow. Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs like a trunk. I wonder... Well, perhaps that was deliberate. Yeah, me too. I have to imagine it was. Maybe Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely. Oh, okay. Sorry, Sholmes. I had the wrong image of you. We must use this opportunity to talk with Iris. Oh, Iris! And find out what's going on. Buddy, what's up? Your daddy. Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father?
I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner.
Yes, and that notes about all the cases they've solved together are kept inside that metal chest.
That's right. Hurley told me, you see. He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet.
Well, that's one way of describing it. Yeah, he made it sound like he's dead. Well, he is now, but...
Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build up a picture in my head of what Daddy must be like.
Well, that's only natural. You're just like any other girl of your age.
I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too.
Well, that's only natural, I suppose. Aren't you like 12? In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though.
But there is one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name.
Ah,
His name wasn't anywhere on any of the notes that he'd made about his work with Hurley. But then one day...
That's what happened, is it? Oh, the handwriting! When you saw this autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out. Is that right?
Yes.
So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye. Okay, the autopsy report.
When I saw the writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting, I thought to myself.
Because it was the same as the writing you'd seen on your father's case notes?
Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. Even worse, I was told that was the first and last time we'd be allowed to even look at it there.
Oh, so you decided to steal it?
Oh. When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting was exactly the same. It was Daddy's.
Oh. The signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report read Dr. John H. Wilson.
So that's how I finally found out. I learned Daddy's name at last.
I see.
Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson. And that's also when I had the brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley.
Oh.
I decided here and there that I'd write the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh. Oh, Iris, I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance to you. Well, of course. They're her father's. I can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. And why she was prepared to break the law to get her hands on it. I must apologize, Iris. I have to assume that was, yeah, Sholmes. This is really all my fault.
Hurley?
I made a promise, you see, that until the time was right, I'd keep the details about your father a secret. Oh.
I know. I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to Dr. Gorey and apologize. I promise.
Yes, we'll go together, I think. Oh. Then, let me look after it for you until we get there. Lynn's autopsy report has been entered into the court record. Can I see that really quickly? Can I see it? Here we are. 9 p.m. at midnight. I wonder why I'd need this. Single stab wound to the heart. Indicative of a duel. Scarlet ink stains visible on the middle and end ring fingers of the right hand, but no document in corresponding ink was found. John H. Wilson. Credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning so doggedly for autopsy procedure. Victim's stomach during autopsy. Ooh.
I must go and water my herbs, I think.
Aww.
I'll see you all later.
Oh, Iris. Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still. Ah! What? Ow! What's the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Sholmes? Huh? Oh, dear me. So, you've noticed, I see. What? That would mean... What on earth's the matter, Mrs. Otto? You've turned as white as a sheet. Oh? Is this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo? The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson's at all. Huh? Oh! What do you mean? How can you possibly know that? Because I know this writing very well. Is it Mikotoba's? This writing, it's my father's. What? Professor Mikotoba's? Indeed, it's true. And now you know. My dear fellows? No, I don't know anything. What on earth does this all mean, Mr. Sholmes? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Because the idea that's slowly forming in my mind is just too extraordinary to believe. Please, you have to explain. Yeah, what do you mean? Autopsy report writing. So, this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikotoba then? That makes no sense! It's not possible, surely? Not possible? My dear fellow! Pray and take a deep breath and think again. Oh, she did say that there was a foreign student there as the main assistant, right? Yes, you're right. In some ways, it actually makes a great deal of sense. It does? Do 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 do.
10 years ago is when father returned to Japan after his extended study tour in Britain.
And prior to his return, where was Dr. Mikotoba engaged? Ah, of course! He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory, learning about forensic science. Oh, so he took Professor Mikotoba's name, then. And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into the full autopsy report. Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document. Okay, no, yeah, so the signature is Wilson's. The actual report itself was penned by Mikotoba.
In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature at the end.
I see. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean? Yeah. She saw that and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson.
Which is very understandable, of course.
What a complicated situation. Oh. The report from the autopsy of the professor's final victim, it's signed by Dr. John H. Wilson, who carried out the procedure, though Professor Mikotoba actually penned the report. Oh, it's all coming down, this house of cards. Your partner is actually Mikotoba. Thinking about it, most of what we know about you, Mr. Sholmes, comes from the published stories of your exploits.
Yes, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, written by Iris.
Oh, what are you about to reveal here? And we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction. Most troubling for you, my dear fellow, I'm sure. So what about the supposed partner of yours? Did he really exist or no? Or not? Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see. Ooh. I believe Iris explained it in one of her installments. He was a trusted comrade, and the only person I could truly have called a friend.
And did this partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest?
Absolutely, my dear madame. Absolutely. So, where's your partner now? We rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world. Oh! But if this autopsy report and the records of all your old cases were penned by the same hand, and if the autopsy report was written, though not signed, by your famous partner— oh, so your partner was Mikotoba! There would only be one logical conclusion. Pray, impress me. Your partner would have to be Juji Mikotoba. In other words, Mr. Zato's father. You got it figured out, right? Upon my word, Mr. Naruto. Yes? You are coming along wonderfully. You have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction. You mean to say, yeah, we're right on the money. Allow me to introduce you. Oh, hello! To my great friend and partner, Mikotoba. Oh, hello! Professor Mikotoba! Sholmes and Mikotoba! So it wasn't Wilson, it was Mikotoba this whole time. Threw us for a loop. Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson? No, my dear. I'm still my old self, Miss Eugene Mikotoba, your father. Oh, of course. So then where did Iris come into the picture then? This is obviously too much for Susato-san to take in. I must say, though, how my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity as a great mystery solver is the greatest mystery of all. I still remember the first time we met. Pray remind me. When was it again, Mr. Mikotoba? Or there was no Mr. there. I completely read that wrong. 16 years ago, Sholmes. Ah, yes, quite! 16 years ago. I just arrived from Japan with Seishiro and Genshin. I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. Some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price. Where rents are but rents are devilishly high in that particular area. That's right. So I decided I need someone to share lodgings and the expense. And was fortunate enough to be introduced to Sholmes, who found himself in a similar situation. I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at the time, indulging my curiosities for a little gain. And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe. It was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures. Oh! But in the last year of Mikotoba's stay in Britain, that most infamous of cases presented itself. The case with which you've become rather familiar yourselves. The professor killings. Oh, after the trial, Seishiro and I were summoned back home. Hardly surprising, given the circumstances. So there you have it. And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal chest. This is just amazing! Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner. Ah! Oh, hi Susato, what's up? Father? Goodness, my dear, what a cutting look! Yeah, you didn't tell your daughter that you were partners with, like, her favorite whatever the hell? Not favorite, I doubt it, but... As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner. But nevertheless... There's another mystery that I really must ask you to explain now. And that is? You know very well what it is. Oh yeah, Iris Wilson's, existence here. The unresolved matter of Iris's father. Of course, I'd almost forgotten about that one. Yeah, so what's the deal here? I should have seen this coming, I suppose. Yeah, Iris's father, what's up with that? Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures are in that metal chest. Were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes? That is indeed what I told young Iris. I assume that means that that's not actually the case then. But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner, father, and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris's father must be you! Oh! I have a feeling that's not the case. Because that's just what he told Iris. Upon my word, Miss Susato. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You too have hit upon the method at last. Sholmes, you finally grasped the art of deduction! Well... What you've always told me, father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago. And you left me in grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour of Britain. And I've always accepted that. But... all this about Iris? Oh, there it is. Susato sounds cold ice stare. Yeah, not even her father can escape from it. Hi, I'm late, but lurking while I pass out. Hello, Quim. I hope you have a good rest. Welcome to the stream and hope you have a good night. No, now hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I mean, it's really not what you think. Then perhaps you'd like to explain exactly what it is. There it is. Now the eyes go from ice cold to red hot just before she... No, really, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Sholmes, say something, man! Yeah, can you explain here? Oh, he's ready to depart. That's quite enough, my fiery fellows. But Mr. Sholmes, when did he get all dressed up? Whilst I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past, Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion. But it's very late, Mr. Sholmes. Where must you go? Why, my dear madame? Is that not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies! So, get your coat, Mikotoba! The game is afoot! Oh! But Sholmes, I really must give Susato a full explanation, I think. Whoa, the music! Later, my dear fellow, later! Our carriage awaits downstairs already! You haven't changed one iota, have you? I mean, really, I visit our home after 10 long years, and when I open that chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably pass out. And as if that weren't enough, when I eventually regain consciousness, I'm plunged straight into all of this. Father, please. Go with Mr. Sholmes now. Oh. Yeah, you'll explain it later to her, right? I've no doubt that whatever you happened, you were acting in everyone's best interests. I trust you. Completely. Oh, Susato. And sending the great detective and his great partner off on renewed adventures together? It's more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams. Aww. Very well then. We'll speak again later. So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. Yes, Naruhodo. Good luck in battle. And reaching a decision. A decision? About whether to go back to Japan, I suppose.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself.
This really is the build-up to, like, the last
It
case.
would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth, and that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
This is to be continued. End? That's the end of the chapter? That's the end of the chapter! Oh, a two-parter case? Oh boy. The resolve of Yunosuke Naruhodo. And that is going to be the end of our stream tonight. Thank you guys for stopping by. As always, come join the Discord server. We have fun here, I swear. If you want to see my art or other people's art, come check out the Blue Sky or the Tumblr. Twitter's completely dead. It was eaten by a rat. And if you want to watch past streams, come look at the YouTubes. Though, there's a special something coming to the main channel Sunday. Or maybe earlier. Who knows? I'm kind of waffling on when to reveal it, but for sure, Sunday. There's a special something that I managed to cook up. And it'll be on the main channel. But that's all I've got for you guys tonight. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.